typical. Body of a dumbass, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. Please don't mind us, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So fine, cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical. It's so typical, visual. I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away, I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set! 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Washington defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. '60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check out.
Richardson looking to throw this. Will try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. That is 18 Pioneer. 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this one's incomplete. The Colts are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate in the always tough NFL.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to the air with Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Cougar Knights.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. So you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. J.T. Tuimoloau able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now a 3rd and 6.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready? Cowboy 80.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce. Didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready? 19 Tigers. 60 by 6. Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go. Come 19.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18, find it, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side to Kincaid. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Again, it's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Bronco 80.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into
a wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go. 7 o'clock, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Now Daniels. Open man down the field. That's Heilmanner. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Ready, break. Johnny Lions. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And his His throw is going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Let's go now.
They'll try the left side. Everett. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. 70 ranges. Set. Tight low 18.
To throw is Daniels.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Back-to-back completions here to Freeman.
And some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
Richardson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it.
And Richardson yet again. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Viking 18. 60 Eagles.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let him fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throw left side, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Everett. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In motion goes the tight end. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
big play there. 42 yards.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
On the double.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
18, Rattler, 8, come on, set. Hawk, 70, drag him, 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now it's Richardson.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on first down. Touchdown!
Dalton Kincaid
As the first half is winding down.
and the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 2. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 5. Now Daniels going to keep it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
J.T. Tuimoloau.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Daniels.
Going up top.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a handoff up the middle. Everett shoves him away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air goes Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Over the middle to Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
34-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Richardson looking to throw this.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Fighting his way through contact. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack.
Richardson
looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington first down.
Daniels looking to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Everett. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard gain brings up second and 4.
They go play action. Daniels.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Back to throw. Daniels.
Touchdown, Washington.
Alec Eilmaner. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Commanders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Washington on third down.
They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Richardson.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
On the jump.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now Daniels.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a hint of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw is Daniels.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39.
First down.
60.
First down, Washington.
Cup 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
Looking to throw. Daniels going for it all.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
18 Rattlers.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Second down, goal to go.
They get this out left.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Still going. He may go.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Everett. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. There's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 21.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed